Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Cozey, your reigning, defending, undisputed 2K World Champion. Today we're doing something we don't normally do, and let's talk about the real life, drama going on in the WWE and for the IWC right now. And that's talking about if CM Punk versus Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns should main event night 1 of WrestleMania. I want to make this clear, this video isn't about whether that match should be happening or whether that match is worthy of main eventing WrestleMania. It's coming down to the sole fact of if it should or shouldn't. Do I think this match has the pull and is worthy? Absolutely. I think it is worthy of main eventing any card ever. And do I think this match is the second most hyped match so far on the show? Yes, I do. For me, what it comes down to is CM Punk and the WWE have been telling this story, and the story has been CM Punk in kayfabe. CM Punk has to main event WrestleMania. They told the story of him winning the Rumble. He'd finally go to the main event. He didn't win the Rumble. They told this story of him winning the Chamber, and he'd finally go to the main event. That didn't happen either. Quite honestly, in my opinion, I don't think this match should main event solely on the idea that in kayfabe, Punk isn't earning the right to main event. He hasn't won the right to main event. In real life, has he earned the right? Absolutely. And again, in real life, should this match close the show? Does this match have the most hype behind it out of all the matches that could possibly be on night 1? Yes. But in kayfabe, he didn't win that right, and that's the story they've been telling. And in my opinion, if this match goes on last, it heavily tarnishes CM Punk's main event accomplishment that he's been working towards for, how long? Like 2012 was when he first started really wanting it, 2011? So that's a long time. And I think if this match goes on last with no real stakes to it, other than it's a triple threat and bragging rights, the winner gets bragging rights, the pyro goes off, I just think, it's heavily tarnishes CM Punk's accomplishment. Now, you could go down the route of, okay, well, what if the winner gets added to the Night 2 main event? That's not happening, okay? We're not doing that. Cena versus Rhodes is just, it's beautiful on its own. It doesn't need anybody else in that match. Well, what if the winner becomes the number 1 contender? No, we're not having a number 1 contenders match. Like, I think this match is fine. I am yet to be absolutely sold on it. I'm not a fan usually of triple threat matches for the sake of it. Or fatal 4-way matches for the sake of it. There's usually, for me, got to be something on the line. But I am probably 50% convinced that this match can be, we can build this without needing to have something on the line, But that's the only way you can have this main event WrestleMania. There's no other way. And I don't, like, by having something on the line, but what are you going to put on the line at the same time? And this isn't a video about whether the Royal Rumble winner should or shouldn't main event WrestleMania either. We know, and if this is news to you, I'm sorry, that the Rumble winner doesn't always main event WrestleMania, despite what they say over and over again. It just doesn't always happen. And what I'm getting to here is I don't see Jey Uso versus Gunther main eventing night 1, and I don't see Charlotte versus Tiffany main eventing night 1. I also don't think they can build Ripley versus Io Sky versus Belair up enough to go over Punk, Roman, and Rollins. So, really, and I'm not hating on any of those matches. I think they're all correct match choices. Except for Ripley and Io Sky. That whole thing was really weird. But I don't think that any of them are going to have enough hype behind them to possibly close the show. Now, I'll stress here, I'm completely fine with Gunther versus Jey Uso. I think Jey Uso absolutely deserves it, but I do see that more as a show opener than a show closer. But having said that, that may not be, I might be wrong. Okay, and I'll be honest, if I had to make a pick right now with what we're going to do, it's going to be Jey versus Gunther in the main event of night 1. But as things stand, everyone seems to be convinced that we're getting Punk, Roman, and Rollins as the main event, and it just tarnishes Punk's accomplishment so much. Now, again, we can talk about kayfabe and, real life, and in real life, does this match deserve to close the show? Absolutely. But in real life and in kayfabe, does it make sense, given how long we've built to this for CM Punk? No, I don't think so, and I'm sorry if that offends anyone, but that's just how it is. I mean, like, man, like, you can't... It just doesn't make any sense, man. Like, I'm sorry if people are on the other side of the fence here, but I would be disappointed as a lifelong CM Punk fan to see CM Punk main event WrestleMania, but in kayfabe, even after in kayfabe losing all of those opportunities that he, could have had, like winning the Rumble or winning the Chamber. And I can draw back to, sure, you can add some stakes to it, some sort of stipulation to really drive it home, but I don't think a number one contenders makes sense, and I don't think we need to add anyone into Cena versus Rhodes. So yeah, as things stand right now, do I think Punk, Roman, and Rollins should main event WrestleMania Night 1? No, I do not. Do I think any of the women's matches at this point with their build should main event Night 1? No, I do not. Do I think Jay versus Gunther should main event with their build? At the moment, no, but I don't think WWE have any other choice. I think if that match can't close the show or open the show, then it's got to close the show. It doesn't matter. And that's not coming down to Jey Uso won the Rumble. I think it's just because the crowd will be hyped for that match. Say whatever you want online, right? I mean, the people in the audience speak for themselves, and they are very happy that Jey Uso is in this position. Another wild card is definitely, at this point in time, Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton. I think that has the potential to close the show as well, depending on the stipulation. Like if it's Hell in a Cell or something, and they've got some big things planned for that match, I think that absolutely could headline Night 1. Again, we can all sit here and go, alright, it doesn't matter what everyone thinks. The match I'm most hyped for is Punk, Roman, and Rollins. And I would agree with you right now. I am so hyped for that match. Just because it's CM Punk, it's Roman Reigns, it's Seth Rollins, all thrown down in the ring at the same time. But just based on story alone, you can't put that last. It can't main event because Punk has been telling this story how he has to main event WrestleMania, and he failed at those 2 opportunities that he had. So I hope that makes sense to you guys, and I hope I haven't offended anyone with my opinions on some of the matches that should or shouldn't main event, but I think it's very clear here. Punk, Roman, and Rollins is absolutely the most hyped match on the potential for Night 1. But do I think they can do it? No. Purely because it tarnishes CM Punk's main event accomplishment. Anyway, I'm going to close off the video there. Thank you all very, very much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. And stay tuned for the channel. There's so much more content coming on 2K25 and more. And of course, I'll see you guys all later.